Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video over on Pal World, and I'm going to show you a guide to beat the Pen King, who is actually a really easy early game boss to beat. He's level 15, just so you can see, and you just have to essentially enter the dungeon. Now what I would recommend is being able to use a crossbow with this one and having some of your tames be a little bit tanky when you do this one, because as soon as you walk into this thing, he is going to be ready to go, so toss your tame out. And then essentially once he's in there, you're going to want to be able to try and tame him as well. So having a decent one will save you a lot of trouble. But you'll notice that he's actually only got 1400 health. The big thing you're going to want to avoid is his AoE attacks like that one. And basically the little guys, if you can take them out pretty quickly, it makes this boss fight exponentially easier because they're the ones that can cause a lot of damage quickly, whereas he is a little bit slower. Now, where did the Pen King go? He just like slide away? All right, so we had to unfortunately get him back. I was very confused there. I was like, what just happened? So you can respawn him, just so you guys know. You just have to actually go out and then come back in. Once you do this, as long as you don't defeat him technically, you can fight him. So just be aware of that. That Ike deer just got smoked. Now, again, what I was saying earlier is focus on the little guys because they're the ones that are going to cause the most damage to you, because they have so many individual attacks. So just focus on that and avoid the AoE that he's going to shoot at you. He's going to launch that one. He's also going to do the penguin slide. So definitely avoid those attacks. He can be very fast, but as long as he's focusing on your other tames, you can kind of take him out pretty easily, right? So now, again, there was that slide. Sometimes he'll actually just leave the actual arena when he does that. So we're kind of just trying to figure out how to I don't know where he went. So apparently he's just decided to leave. There's not really a way to bring him back either, unfortunately. So that's kind of unfortunate. Hey, come back here. I mean, about all you can do is hope that he'll slide back in. But if you have to, you can just leave the arena itself. And that's a solution to it as well. That's interesting. That's 2 in a row that he's done this to us. So I'm going to go ahead and come back in. This is the negative of a new game, right? Like he's just sliding out. So as long as we leave and come back in, we'll be all right. So we should be able to, there he is. Now we're just going to focus him this time. And then we shouldn't have to worry too much. We're just going to straight up go for damage on him. I might even use my gun a little bit on him. Okay, now this guy should do a bunch of damage with his attack. And again, slide is the dangerous thing really for him. I'm going to let my other guys tank while I fight the boss himself. If you can use the poles to your advantage, definitely do so, because they can be quite useful. Now I'm going to throw a ball at him just to make sure that he actually doesn't slide anywhere and goes crazy. But that's kind of the point of that. So I'm just going to use these balls to prevent him from going anywhere. I know that's kind of a weird usage of them, but it is what it is. So I might even use just a Giga on him. There we go, Giga Ball. Let's see if we can catch him with that. That was a 60% chance. Could catch him. And boom, it's that easy. So anyways, yeah, pretty simple. It's a very easy early boss. I will say that you probably want to be a level 15, a little bit higher, because he can cause some serious damage to your early game tames. Just be aware of that. But you do get a bunch of ice organs and PAL fluids from this, so that is quite helpful. But the big reason that you want to do that is because of the stat points that you get for it, obviously. So if you go to your stat points, you get that ancient technology point. But yeah, so big things is if he despawns like he did for me a few times, you just go up and you go back down in order to get him back in the room now. And that's it. So I would recommend going in. Well, you can technically catch him with the green balls if you get him lower than I did. But you can basically farm this once every hour. It'll respawn, so you can kind of get a whole bunch of them, but that's up to you. So anyways, hopefully this video helps you out. And other than that, Teach out.